I want to talk about 3 words that keep you broke. And they keep many people broke. They also keep your clients stuck. Do you know what those words are? They're bad ones. Bad. I don't know. Terrible words. They should be 4-letter words. They should be swear words. I don't know. It is maddening to me as a mom when my kids tell me, I don't know. I lose my mind. Absolutely lose my mind. You probably feel the same way if you're a parent. When I ask somebody, whose socks are these? I don't know. Who left these dirty dishes in the sink? I don't know. Don't you? Don't you know? I think you might know. But I also get really mad at myself when I have the thought, I don't know. And the reason I get so irritated with myself about it is because it's such a cop-out to say, I don't know. When I ask a hard question, when I want to figure something out, when something important is going on and I need to know how to move forward, it is much easier for my brain to just end the conversation by saying, I don't know. Why isn't this thing working? I don't know. Don't I? Don't I know? Well, I see this a lot with my clients. I've been coaching a lot on this recently, so much so that I am recording this video right now in the front seat of my vehicle because it's something I'm thinking about. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just record this video right now with my thoughts on the words, I don't know, and how unuseful it is in our business, how unuseful it is just as humans on the planet to default to I don't know when actually we're confused or we're overwhelmed and we don't want to have to figure it out. Because really that's what it is. The words I don't know are code for I'm not figuring it out. I'm not figuring it out. That's what we could say. When I ask my kids, who left their dishes in the sink? I'm not figuring it out. I'm not telling you that it was me. That's what's really going on there. But that's why it is so maddening, because there is something that we do know. In any situation, there is something that we do know. But it is so much easier, so much less effort for our brains to say, I don't know, as if this is just a mystery that could never be solved. And I find myself doing this. I see my clients doing this. It's what people do. It's what humans in the world do. We just default to, I don't know, instead of figuring it out. And I challenge myself, but I'm also challenging you, if you are hearing this right now, to figure it out and to make yourself figure out the things that you would rather default to, I don't know, rather be confused about, rather be overwhelmed about. And the reason this is important is because your clients are facing the exact same thing. Your future clients, your clients that you're working with right now, they are also humans whose brains want to go to, I don't know. I don't know. It's so much easier to just not know, because then we don't have to figure it out. And the truth of the matter is that everything is figure outable and we can figure it out. And we probably have a whole lot of evidence of times in our lives where we've figured hard things out and we've put forth the effort and it was really worth it to do that. And we should probably remind ourselves of that in these times where we think, I don't know. I don't know. Why aren't the clients coming in your business? I don't know. I was coaching on this recently. I said, well, tell me a little bit more about the situation. Why do you think that's happening? I don't know. Okay. So we have to dig a little bit deeper. What do you know? In any situation where you're feeling overwhelmed or confused, don't know how to move forward, and your brain just wants to shut down with, I don't know, we have to ask better questions. Okay. Better questions yield better results. So I think a better question here is, what do I know? What do I know? I know I'm the kind of person that figures things out. I know that it's possible I could get some data and figure it out. I know that I have resources at my disposal to lean on to find things like this out, to figure it out. I know something about myself. I know something about my situation. I know something always. And if I take my brain there and I have to list out what I do know or what I do have control over in any situation and what is clear, and what evidence I do have that I'm the type of person that figures things out, I can much quicker get into figure it out mode and I can figure it out. And I see this with myself. I see this with my kids. I see this with my clients. I see this all the time, and you probably do too. So I just offer that it's a lot more useful for us to get to the place where we do figure things out than to indulge in confusion and frustration and overwhelm and believe this story that we just don't know the answer. Because we could find the answer. We could figure out the answer. We could test some hypotheses of what the answer might be. We're resourceful like that. We're capable. We can do it. And so can our clients. And that's really important because your clients need your coaching on this. That's what you are, by the way. You are a coach. I know I work with a lot of really smart, talented people that are experts at very specific things. But at the core of their offer, they are coaching human brains of their clients to actually follow their expertise and to follow the steps of the process and to keep going even when they feel like they don't know, or they feel overwhelmed, or they feel confused, or they feel defeated. You have to keep going. And your job as the business owner that is taking your clients through this is the same job that I have, bringing you or my clients through this, which is overcoming the desire to want to shut down and be overwhelmed and be confused instead of figure it out and be resourceful. So little PSA today from my front seat, totally unstructured, totally unoutlined, but from the heart. Don't tell yourself the words, I don't know. Don't let that be a default for you or for your clients. If you're in the Profitable Nutritionist program, you already know this framework that I'm talking about right here. It is the useful belief creation. We use this in stage 2 of the repeatable revenue process, where you learn how to sell anything to anyone. And ultimately, it is you being resourceful and realizing that you do know things, you do have control over things, even when your brain wants to shut down and default in overwhelm. And the important thing about that is that when you have that belief that we actually can't not know, we do know something, we can move forward in some regard, we can figure it out in some way. When you truly believe that for you and you reframe that and catch those I don't know thoughts and strategically reframe them through this process that we use, you can then teach it to your clients and you can help them not be confused and you can help them not be overwhelmed and never settle for I don't know, because I don't know just means I'm not figuring it out. It just means I'm just settling. I'm not figuring it out. I'm not moving forward because I don't know. And it's just so whiny and it's so passive and it doesn't get results for you or for them. So there you have it. My little rant for the day on the 3 words that will for sure keep you broke and keep you stuck. So just take them out of your vocabulary. Never say, I don't know. Or at least catch yourself when you do and quickly reframe it.